All right, I am live. Hopefully the audio is working. I didn't really test it beforehand. Haven't gone live several months now for just a normal live like this. So I'm a little bit nervous. Live streams always kind of do that to me, but yeah, just something I wanted to do kind of on a whim. Going through and just organizing my comics one box at a time. And I'm starting with Superman, oddly enough. Don't know if you guys know, but I'm a little bit of a fan. This is all my Action Comics and a few Superman comics. I sort of got them separated. I got Action Comics here, Superman in that box back there, um, Adventures of Superman, and Man of Steel. But I need to organize these by order, number order. So let's get into it. I kind of got them all mixed up when I was going through and separating them by category. The squeaking is the chair. But yeah, just figured I'd show them while I'm organizing them by number. Pick a few out to make it a little bit easier to navigate. I didn't have enough room or enough boxes to completely separate them, so I do have a few just regular Superman books here at the end, but I will save that for the next live stream. So let's get started putting these Action Comics in order. I really hope I'm not muted here. I don't think I am. It's going to take a little bit to get the hang of going live again. I was going to wait until tomorrow to do this, but now's as good a time as any. I might as well show them while I'm organizing. I've got a old reprint here of Action Comics 1. This I know there's a Loot Crate reprint, but this was before that. I think this reprint actually was in '88 or '89. I'm not sure. That obviously goes in the front. Never going to have the real deal when it comes to Action Comics, but I also got the facsimile. And I do have an Action Comics 57 sent to me by my buddy Kavi. It's currently on the shelf right over there behind Gangbuster and Steel. I always keep that on display. I don't like to put it away in the boxes. Yeah, I think this, let's see which one is the right order. Okay, this is my next oldest. It is Action Comics issue 296. Really cool cover on that one. A buddy of mine sent this my way. Stacking these out. Sorry about the squeaky chair. Let's see. Is this the right order? Okay. Next up is Action Comics 338. Another cool cover on that one. Here's one I've got to pick up in person at Heroes Con. I can't remember if I got this from 2 years ago or 3 years ago. I've missed the last 2 years of Heroes Con, so this must have been 3 years ago. But it's Action Comics 340, the first appearance of Parasite. Next up at Action Comics 343. I believe this one and the next one were both AOKs because I don't remember buying these, so these must have been AOKs. I want to say my buddy Mr. Gretzky sent these my way. I'm pretty sure. Next up, we have 352. Here's a favorite cover of mine. I picked this up at a local shop. It's Action Comics 355. I love the covers where they have Clark Kent and Superman on the same cover. And it looks like it jumps all the way up from the Silver Age to Action Comics 434. I believe this is a Bronze Age book. And it's another one I picked up at a local shop recently. I always loved this cover, but I've never seen it out in the wild until, gosh, maybe it was either very early this year or late last year when I picked it up finally. Love that cover, man. Here's another favorite cover of mine. I picked this one up on Instagram from a buddy of mine, Boy Johnny. Really cool book. This is an homage cover. It's Action Comics 445, and it homages the Flash 123, the Flash of Two Worlds. That is a dream book of mine to get, hopefully one day, the Flash issue 123, the first Silver Age appearance of Jay Garrick. But who knows, man? It's a pricey book. But I love homage covers, and this when I saw this on this page, I had to buy it. Next up, we got Action Comics 458. This is another one I can't remember. Can't quite remember where this one came from. If I picked it up or if a friend sent it to me. Really hope my audio is working because nobody's popped in and said anything yet. I know I have issues sometimes with the stream, like the Wi-Fi will drop to like 1 bar and come back up. So hopefully everything's good on the playback, anyways. Next up, we have Action Comics 468. And Action Comics 469. Looks like a part 2 to that story. I really need to read some of these older books. There's a bunch of them I still haven't got around to reading yet. That's something I really want to start doing. I've been so lazy about reading. I'd like to try to at least get to where I'm reading one comic a day. Then we've got Action Comics 483. All right, let's go to the next pile. Oh, all right, 484. Got a little bit of a consecutive run there. Love this cover, man. Another favorite of mine. It's Superman and Lois there, 40th anniversary issue. Next up, what issue was this? That was 484. Jumping to 486. I'm missing 485. I really need to write these down when I'm out comic hunting because I need to fill in some of these gaps, the ones that I'm missing, and I'm definitely not going to remember tomorrow. I might have to watch this back and see which ones I'm missing and write it down. Here's another really cool cover. It's issue Action Comics 487. Looks like it has a backup story with the Atom there. We've got Action Comics 488. I've been putting this off for a long time, like just putting the books back in order. So I figured, why not go live while I'm doing it? What did I say? 488? Yeah. All right. From 488, it jumps all the way up to issue 544. I believe my buddy Fanboy Prime sent me this copy. Love the Brainiac and Lex Luthor covers there. That Superman in the background kind of fading out in the yellow. And this is one that I did read. Super cool story, man. Highly recommend it. I keep forgetting what issue I said. 544, okay? Next up, we have 556, Action Comics. Superman going to jail there. Kind of reminds me of a letter storyline they had in the 90s called The Trial of Superman. Really cool run. Here's one I picked up at a local antique mall, Catawba River Antiques. This is issue 569. All the books down there from this vendor at Catawba River Antiques are all $2 a piece, which is the cheapest place around here to buy comics. So I've been hitting that quite a bit and adding to my collection. When I saw this cover down there, I had to grab it, dude. Next up, we got Action Comics 584. Another really cool story here. Looks like Superman is just beating the dog crap out of the Teen Titans. But it may or may not really be Superman in control. Oh, here's a great cover. Action Comics 588. Awesome Hawkman and Hawkgirl cover, hanging out with Superman. Next up, we have Action Comics 589. Got the Green Lanterns on the cover here, hanging out with suits. Not sure who that character is right offhand. This is another one that I haven't read yet. But I believe this is yes, it's a John Byrne story. His run on Superman, so good, dude. Next up, we have Action Comics 592. And this is the start of a two-part story going into 593. Superman just, he's all over the place there. Not satisfied with just Lois Lane, it looks like. Yeah, let's see. Oh, yeah, there was one that was a little out of order. What was that? That was 592 and 593. Here we have Action Comics 591. Another favorite cover of mine right here. Trying to get some of the glare off of it. And going right into 594. Awesome booster gold cover here. And I believe there's an opposite cover where it shows Superman beating Booster Gold. I don't have that one, I don't think. Action Comics 595. This is another one I picked up at Heroes Con about 3 years ago. The first appearance of Silver Banshee. Some more John Byrne goodness. What issue did I say? 595. All right. Then we got 596, an awesome Spectre cover. All right, it's going up to 598. I'm missing 599, but I got issue 600 here. Love the anniversary issues. All right, looks like it jumps to issue 629. This is the Action Comics Weekly. And this is when Superman wasn't the main focus of Action Comics. And I believe it's still the only issue of Action Comics Weekly I have where Superman wasn't the main focus. I believe my buddy Fanboy Prime sent this one my way too, if I remember right. And here's another great homage cover. Action Comics 643. This one homages Superman issue 1. Such a great cover on that, man. Action Comics 644. Here's another absolute favorite of mine. Love that cover, man. The Dark Superman. Reminds me of Superman 3 with Christopher Reeve when they split into two. Right, we have issue 645. This is the first appearance of Maxima. And I believe I saw my buddy Gray Man show this book in a hall. And it was the first time I ever saw it. So I just went out and I started looking for it, and I got lucky and I found it. I think I got it for, it was either $2 or $3. But yeah, I saw it on Gray Man's channel first, and I had to get it, man. So I just immediately started to go look for it. And I got lucky and found it pretty quick. And cheap. Got Action Comics 648 here. Got 649. The Action Comics 651. Another great Maxima cover. The price sticker's on the bag directly over Superman's face. Great placement on that. We got Action Comics 653. Action Comics 654. This is part of a 3-part story that I just recently put together all 3 parts of. I got the other 2 issues at the Antique Mall I was talking about. We got Action Comics 657. I believe this was a Toy Man issue, if I remember right. It's been years since I've read this one, though. Let's see where I'm at here. Okay. Here's some more that was out of order. What was that last issue? That was 657. We'll have to go backwards here a little bit. Here is issue 509. Now let's see where I can put this one in the order at. What issue is this? Okay, that's 486. 488. 544. All right, so it can go right here. Issue 509. All right, now it jumps all the way back up in the 600s. I'm all over the place with these. Okay, where was I here? Last issue was 657. All right, this is issue 670. A lot of goodness going on this cover here. We got Guy Gardner, Guardian, Flash, Wave Rider, Gangbuster on the cover. We've got Action Comic 671. This is part of the Blackout story. I believe this is where Superman had amnesia. I think it was a 5-part story. It might have been a 6. I can't remember right offhand. We've got Action Comic 673. Got Action 678. Awesome Luthor and Supergirl cover there. Got Action 679. Superman looking kind of like Rob Liefeld might have drew him. I've been going for about 33 minutes now. Still don't know if my audio is actually working. Here's Action Comics 681. Got Action 682. We've got Action 683. This is one of the ones my buddy Fanboy Prime sent me. It's one of the Doomsday cameos. Doomsday had 4 cameos before he had his first full appearance. It's pretty wild, man. And speaking of Doomsday, here we have Action Comics 684. One of my favorite covers from the Death of Superman run there. All right, here we have Action Comics 685, part of the Funeral for a Friend story. I'm looking at my pile over here, and I already see some more that's out of order. Here we have Action Comics 686, another great Supergirl cover. This is the newsstand edition. And I say that because I also have the direct edition of that book. And we have Action Comics 687, the variant cover and the A cover. This one, let's see. I think, yeah, both of these, the variant and the regular cover, both come with a poster. I think it might still be in here. Okay, the poster is not in the not in this copy. Yo, Magic Lasso. Thanks for popping in, brother. Do you like Huntress? I do. I don't know much about the first Huntress, but the second, I believe the second Huntress, Helena Bertinelli, that's the one that I know more about. I don't think I have any solo Huntress comics though. This one should have, yes, this one has the poster in it. Love that. Eradicator was when I originally was reading these stories, Eradicator was the one that I thought was the real deal Superman. And I just absolutely love the Eradicator costume. Still my favorite of the four Superman when it comes to costumes, with Superboy's being a very close second with that leather jacket. I mean, I was like 12 years old when these books came out, so I thought Superboy was like so cool with that leather coat, man. Me too. The original Earth 2 Helena Wayne is my favorite, daughter of Batman and Catwoman. I need to read some of those stories. I haven't read those. I'm going to have to backtrack a little bit because I have some more that's out of order here. Hey Jojo, what's going on? Thanks for popping by. Just dropping in to say hey. Hope you guys are doing great. Thanks Jojo, I appreciate that. Hope you're doing great as well. There was a Superboy Prime story arc recently in Superman that was very good. Man, I've been so out of the loop on recent stories, but I do love the Superboy Prime character. I might have to check that out. Let's see how far I need to go back here. It's 678. And 654. $657. All right, here I have issue 660 with this awesome Death of Luther cover. Love that, man. Such an awesome cover. I need to use this when October rolls around for some Halloween tags on Instagram. I think that would fit pretty well. This is Superman and Action Comics Annual 2 from 1989. All right. Going to have to back up a little bit and get this in the right order as well. I'm trying to put all the books like in numbered order from like 1 to like however far it goes. Let's see, what year was this one? Okay, this was 90, so 89, that's pretty close to that. Let's try to figure out where this annual goes. Still on 1990. Okay, here's 1989, so I'll just slide it in right there. Yo, what's up, Jackson? Hope you're having a great night, brother. All right, here's another copy of Action Comics 654. Apparently, I double bought that one because I forgot I already had this issue. Another reason why I need to get the CLZ app or just write this stuff down, man. Okay, well, at least one of them is newsstand and one of them is direct, so I don't feel too bad for buying the same issue. Here we have issue 661. CLZ is great. I get enjoyment just looking through it. I know, man. I need to. How much is the CLZ app? You gotta like pay for it monthly, or can you just like buy it buy it outright, one time payment? But I saw this cover at that local antique mall, and I just had to buy it. Plastic Man, a favorite character of mine, and this cover was just awesome. Yo, Alex, what's going on, brother? Hope you're having a great night. This live stream was just kind of impromptu and just sort of decided last minute to do it. Let's see. Okay, that was issue 660. Here's a good one. This is one that I've had since I was a kid. Bought this at the flea market back when I was like 12 or 13. But it's Action Comic 662, and this is the big reveal where Clark revealed that he was Superman to Lois. All right, here we have Action Comics 663. This was part of the Time and Time Again storyline. Obviously, Superman doing a little bit of time traveling there. What could go wrong? Jax, you know you're cool too, brother. Okay, I missed that one. It's $15 a year. They used to have a lifetime subscription, which I don't have, which I have but don't offer anymore. Okay, $15 a year is not too bad. I know years ago when I first heard about it, I tried like a free trial they had. So my account's probably still there. I think the free trial only lets you like scan the first 100 books or something. So my account's probably still there floating around somewhere from like 10 years ago or whatever. But I'd probably have to make a new one because I highly doubt I'd remember the password. Let's see, where was I? Okay, we're jumping to Action Comics 668. Another awesome Lex Luthor cover here. Yo, Troy, what's going on, man? Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully the quality of the stream is pretty good as far as like being able to see the books. My Wi-Fi tends to drop to like one to two bars, and then sometimes I'll go as high as 3 bars. But yeah, I always have issues with it kind of dropping out and freezing sometimes. Let's see, 673. Okay, that one's 678. So next up we have Action Comics 675. This was another one I picked up at that antique mall. Great Brainiac cover on this one. Hanging out in the bars again. Only the Wi-Fi enabled bars. I am not a drinker. Well, except for coffee and tea. But I'm trying to quit. Okay, and this one, I have no idea what issue this is because it's a Whitman variant. It's a 40-cent cover, so I don't know where to put this in the order at. Zero idea what issue that is. I don't know why the Whitman variants don't have like issue numbers on them. Coffee and tea are your choice of drinks too. Nice. Coffee and tea is hard to quit, man. I'm trying to give up sugar, and that is difficult in itself because I kind of gave in yesterday when I was feeling depressed and went and like ate, may or may not have eaten 6 donuts. So yeah, yesterday was kind of a fail when it come to the diet there. Oh, this one is issue 507, Lasso. You love 6 donuts? I think everybody would. Appreciate the info, brother. Thank you. Issue 507. Let's see. That's 544. Okay, that's too far back. That's 483, 487. There's 509. All right, perfect. Thank you, Lasso. I appreciate that, brother. And here we have issue 502. Nice. Don't need any junk food. I use honey on some things. That's a good idea, man. Junk food is my kryptonite. Oh, cool. You got 502 in your collection as well, man. I like that cover, man. I need to get some more old school Supergirl in my collection. Okay, this one jumps up to 533. I don't know how these got so out of order. It's my OCD the way it is. Been driving me crazy. Okay, that's 544, so it goes right there. Love Supergirl. I've been wanting to get like some Supergirl #1 issues. I've got the #1 issue from the '90s run, but I'd like to get the one, I believe it was from her first solo series, and I think there was one in the '80s, a Supergirl #1, or it might have been the early '90s. I can't remember, or it could have. I want to say it was before the Crisis on Infinite Earth storyline. I could be remembering wrong though. Okay, here we have issues 530 and 531. Another cool Brainiac cover on that one. Oh, here's another one with the Atom backup story. All right, where am I? Getting back up to the 600s. Take another file out and move it. This was actually my very first comic book. Twin Towers in the background is awesome. No doubt, man. Yeah, but this was the first comic I ever bought. This particular issue wasn't, but the first one is up on the wall, like right there. That was the one I bought when I was, I always say 13, but this actually came out right before my birthday, so I was technically still 12 years old. But there it is, Action Comic 688. This is a another copy I bought later because mine was beat to crap from reading it, and I wanted a more mint copy of it. So I picked this one up. You have zero donuts. Donut make me cry. I found this local place, man. It's called Little Dunks, and they don't make the donuts because it's just like a food truck. They don't make them until you order them. So when you order them, you wait a few minutes, and they're hot and fresh. And dude, it's ridiculous, man. Like I could die eating those donuts and be happy. Here's Action Comics 689. Part of the Reign of Superman story. And yeah, the Reign of Superman was a story that got me into comics because once I read that first issue, I had to know what happened next. So it hooked me. And every day I would stop in that little gas station where I found it at and spend my lunch money on a comic. And then just go to school and read during lunch hour. But yeah, it's funny. I didn't know the whole death of Superman thing happened until I started reading those comics. I had to go back and get all those issues. But here is issue 690, The Eradicator. Don't want to upset you, Lasso, but I have some chocolate covered donuts. Oh man, Jackson over there flexing on you, Lasso. Here's 691. I do have the whole storyline of the Reign of Superman up on the wall, but on my comics, I got them separated for Action Comics, Superman, Man of Steel, and Adventures of Superman. I separated them off. Makes them a little bit easier to organize. The Action Comics 693. This was some of the aftermath there. They are experimenting on the Eradicator. The Action 694. High Tech is back. Here we got couple cool Lobo issues. We got 695. This is the regular cover. And here's one I recently picked up. This was the variant cover to that issue. I was always a sucker for these variant covers and chrome editions and foils and lenticular and all that stuff, and I still kind of am today. But yeah, I've always had a soft spot for 90s comics, man. I guess it's just where I started. Everybody always loves the era that they started in the most, I think. But over the past couple of years, I have branched out and gone back to the Bronze Age, Silver Age, and just a little bit of Golden Age. Don't think you ever seen the Eradicator being experimented on. Here we got Action Comics 697. This was part of a Bizarro World storyline. Really cool story, man. I haven't read this one in years, though. I need to reread it. It's can't remember if it was a. I want to say it was a 5-part storyline. Superman Man of Steel Mini by John Byrne was the first comic book to have a totally separate variant cover. I've heard that. I've heard it was the first like variant cover. I'd have that storyline. It must be in my Superman box, the second box there on the shelf. Or no, it would be in my Man of Steel box because so that would be in the 4th box. Yo, what's up, Trix? How's it going, brother? Hope you're having a good night, my friend. You were there during the Eradicator experiments. Yo, what's going on, Leon? Just joined the channel, and are you hyped for Avengers Doomsday? I am, man. Most definitely. I know most of my stuff is DC when it comes to comics, but I'm a big Marvel fan too. That will definitely be one that I make the trip out to the theater to see. It's going, man. Just got back from work not too long ago, man. Hopefully you can relax and get some solid rest, brother, and get recharged. I know sometimes just a day can be super draining. You love Donna Troy, me too, man. Lasso. Oh, very true, Jackson. Previous variants were more simple, like the price changes in the Whitmans. As far as I know, I only have two Whitman variant covers. The one I just showed a little bit ago, and I have a Legion of Superheroes Whitman variant. Who do I think would make a surprise appearance in Doomsday? Man, I think just about everybody. I think they've revealed most of the X-Men now, so I expect to see them in there. I'm hoping that we get a scene with Hugh Jackman Wolverine and Chris Evans as Captain America. I would love to see those two characters together on the screen. I know we kind of saw it with the Deadpool movie, but Chris Evans was playing Human Torch there. I really want to see like a flashback or an alternate universe where they're like in World War II or something with Logan and Chris Evans Captain America. I think that would be awesome. So I would love to see that, even if it's just for a few seconds in Avengers Doomsday. We got Action Comics 700, The Destruction of Metropolis. Got Action 702. I guess I'm missing 701. I'm not sure how that happened because back then I was buying them every week. When it jumps to 702 there with Bloodsport. I can't. I think this was the second or third Bloodsport. It might have been the second. You got that issue, Troy? Nice, man. I don't have the first appearance of Bloodsport yet. I think that was like Superman issue 4, I want to say. Here's a 0 Hour tie-in, issue 703. And here we got Superman fighting Old Man Eradicator in issue 704. This was part of the Dead Again storyline. Another really good storyline, by the way. The Dead Again story lasted, I want to say, 8 or 9 issues. It went on for a little while. But a certain villain was messing with Superman. Won't give away any spoilers. Issue 700. Oh, cool, man. I'm going to have to go back and find that video, Troy. I must have missed that one, man. Here we have Action 705, again, part of the Dead Again storyline. Oh, man, can I pick these up without completely dropping them? Okay, there we go. Safety first. What was that issue? Okay, 705. Here's issue 709. And this is actually an homage cover to Action Comics 688. Guy Gardner and Superman at it again. How do you pronounce it? I pronounce it Mixopitalik. Only because that villain guest starred on an episode of Smallville back in the day, and that's how they pronounced it on the show. So that's what I'm going with, Mixopitalik. Don't know if that's right, though. The title of the video is my top 10 Superman covers. Awesome. I will look that up right after the stream, Troy, and check that out, man. But yeah, I used to be a huge Smallville fan back in the day. I never missed an episode. Here's Action Comics 710. This is part of the Death of Clark Kent storyline. Jackson Mix, yes, Spit Lick, according to Paul Dini. Really? Okay. And Bruce Timm. All right. It's hard to argue with that, man. Then we got Action 711. Fighting Conduit there. I believe that was that villain's name, Conduit. Oh, yep, it's got it right there on the cover. I actually remembered that right. This is a great cover, Action Comics 712. It kind of reminds me of I can't remember the issue, but I want to say it was an Uncanny X-Men book where Colossus was on the cover. This kind of reminds me of that one. What do you mean 7-Eleven? Don't see no Slurpee? Oh, man. I can't hardly think of that without thinking of The Simpsons, man, with Homer and Apu. Miss all the Superman books from the early 90s. Oh, man. Me too. I kind of wish it was still like that. I wish they still had Action Comics, Superman, Adventures of Superman, and Man of Steel, and all kind of tell like a cohesive story. I miss those days, man. course, like I said earlier, I'm biased. I like all things 90s because that's where I started collecting. So that's like my all-time favorite era. Here's a great cover with 713. Superman getting choked out there. Agree, not really impressed with most of the new stuff. I know, man. I can't remember what year it was, but it was when Bendis first got Superman. He did like a 6-issue miniseries first, and it was pretty good. And then I started with like his actual run, and it wasn't long before I just completely checked out, man. I believe it was I can't remember the issue number now, but it was where they had Superman reveal his identity to the world, and that checked me out of new comics completely. The only thing I really got since then was the Superman 78 and the Batman 89 stories, where it continues the Christopher Reeve and Michael Keaton runs. Other than that, I swore off like new comics. No, that's not true. I did recently get the Batman Deadpool crossover and the new Superman Spider-Man crossovers because I'm trying to get all the DC and Marvel crossovers. So those were the last new comics I bought. Here we have Action Comics 714. Awesome, awesome Joker cover on this one, man. Love that. There's an issue, a Wonder Woman issue that Magic Lasso showed recently on Instagram that I need to get. I can't remember the issue number though, but it was Wonder Woman with Doomsday behind her. I need that issue for my collection, dude. Here we got Action Comics 716. This was part of that Trial of Superman story I was talking about earlier. Can't remember the last book you bought, let alone the last time you went to the LCS for New Comic Book Day. The only time I ever go is like if he advertises that he's having a sale on back issues or something. Magic Lasso has Wonder Woman comics. I know, man, it's a shock, ain't it? It's almost as much a shock as me having Superman comics. Here's Action Comics 717. Got the mugshot going on. Got Action 720. A little trouble in paradise there. The engagement is off. I've got a feeling they worked it out though. We've got Action 721. Superman having a bad luck day there. We got Action 722. Then it jumps up to Action Comics 728. This was a really cool storyline. I think this was just a 3-parter, but this is Action Comics 729, part of the Power Struggle story. I'm pretty sure it was just a 3-parter if I remember right, but great story. There's some really touching stuff in here with Perry White that caught me off guard when I first read it back in the day. Love that cover too, by the way. The black suit, awesome. Here's Action 730, the Revenge Squad there. Got Action Comics 731. See Action Comics 732. Cool cover here with the Ray. Action Comics 733. Got Action 735. This could almost be another Halloween issue for October. Got this Charles Manson looking dude here with the Superman brand on his forehead. Only a few Wonder Woman comics, Lasso says. Hey, Lasso, do you remember what issue it was? It was a book you showed on Instagram a little while back. It was Wonder Woman with Doomsday behind her. If you can remember what issue number is that, what that was, man, I'd appreciate the info. I need to look that up on eBay and get that for my collection. This is actually a part of a connecting cover, but it's in another box. This is Action Comics 742 when they had the red-blue storyline going on, the Electric Superman. And not a lot of people dug this, but I mean, this came out in 98, so I was like 18 when this came out. I thought that was freaking cool, dude. The electric powers with the suits. I need to reread some of these issues and see if I still like it. Wonder Woman Volume 2, Issue 111. Thank you, Lasso. I will look that up on eBay tonight. Love that Doomsday cover. Here's Action Comics 743. Some more Electric Superman action. I've actually got the Superman blue action figure. I never could find the red because it was a platinum edition. Definitely a cool cover. They did kind of fly under the radar, I think. I don't think it was too well received back in the day either because it didn't last very long, I don't think. I don't think it lasted a whole year, if I remember right. And this is kind of where it ended in the Millennium Giant storyline. This was issue 744 because it went straight from Millennium Giants, if I remember the reading order right. After this storyline ended, they came out with Superman Forever. Awesome Alex Ross cover on that, by the way, but it was like a thick one-shot. And I believe in that issue, it's where he got put back to his original powers and costume. Here's one for you, Lasso. This is Action Comics 671. Awesome Wonder Woman cover on this one, brother. Immortal Beloved. Wonder Woman looks absolutely incredible back there with that big battle axe. Such a great cover. I need to read that issue. I haven't, gosh. I know it's probably been 15 years or more since I've read it. You're rereading John Byrne's Wonder Woman? Oh, nice, man. for an Omni review next month on John's channel. Very cool. Lasso knew the issue. All right, it jumps all the way from Action Comics 761 to Action Comics 1000. I did take a long break from collecting between the year 2000 and 2015. I took like a 15-year break from collecting. Because back in 2000, late 99, early 2000, I had to sell almost my entire collection. The only thing I kept was my Superman box. And that really hurt me, like physically and emotionally, to have to do that. So I didn't collect for like 15 years. In 2015, I was going through my stuff and I found that old Superman box and I started flipping through it. And it just kind of reignited my love for comics. And the first thing I did, I started buying, like trying to buy all the old issues I used to have and rebuild my collection. So, and I've pretty well done that. Got a huge DC collection again, got a big Marvel Comics collection again. Luckily, most of the books were dollar books. So there's only like a few that were higher dollar that I was never able to get back. But the vast majority, I was able to put back together again. But, oh yeah, this one is signed by Dan Jurgens as well. It's got that COA on the back. And I got this, it's crazy because the retail on these were, I think, $9.99 when they came out, $7.99 or $9.99. But they were selling these on Midtown Comics for, I want to say it was like 70% off. So I only paid $3 for this book signed by Dan Jurgens. Can't beat that, dude. And here we have another variant. And I'm pretty sure that it's Natrix, my buddy Trix. I'm pretty sure you sent me this book, brother, if I remember right. I want to say it was the Middleton variant. I don't see it on the cover, but I'm pretty sure this was the Middleton variant. Love that cover so much. I agree. JRK, the legs are a little off. Yo, what's up, Tat? How's it going, man? Hope you're having a great night, brother. Here we got Action Comics 1041. Thanks, Tat. And it jumps to Action Comics 1051. One of the care packages, I believe. Yeah, I think. I want to say it was around Christmas time last year. Or it might have been the year before last. Or it could have been around my birthday last year. I can't remember, man. But I'm pretty sure that book did come from you, man. Awesome cover on this one here. Well, almost an awesome cover on this one. Not really sure what's going on with Superman's face there. But the skull, the metal skull, pretty sure that's Metallo. But yeah, Superman's face on this one. I don't know. It almost looks like something out of Mad Magazine. If it's coming across good there. What else do you still have the Deadpool cover I drew on? I think so, man. I'm pretty sure. I believe Lindsay years ago sent that my way. That would be in, I think I got the Marvel box in my closet there. All right, here we have Action Comics 1055. Awesome Cyborg Superman cover on this one. Let's see. Here's one from the New 52 era. It's Action Comics 39. Got Harley Quinn on the cover, but she wasn't in this issue. But I think they were doing like Harley Quinn covers for all the comics back then. You write on the backing boards whenever I'm fortunate enough to receive something as a gift. Oh, nice, nice, Jackson. First person to ever get a cover done by me. Oh, that's awesome, Tat. I didn't know that, man. Yeah, it's a shame she quit. She quit YouTube, man. I used to really enjoy her channel. She was one of the first people I met when I started YouTube years ago. I met first. I met my buddy Lewis, Captain Charisma. Then I met Iron Archer, Only Emily, and then I met Lindsay. So she was like one of the first 5 people I ever met on YouTube back in the day. She had a great channel, man. It's hard to believe that was like 9 years ago now. Crazy. And here is the last. Oh, I already showed this one. And here's one I'm not sure what another one I'm not sure what issue it is. It's because I don't see it on the cover anywhere. But this was a my buddy Simon sent me this from Australia. It's Action Comics, but it's a movie cover or movie poster variant of Bill and Ted. I saw him show this on his channel, man, and I love this cover so much. And he sent it my way, man. It tripped me out. They take it out of the top loader. But yeah, I've got no idea what issue number this is, so I'm not sure where to put it in the box. But I love Bill and Ted, and I love the Superman and Doomsday hanging out on top of the phone booth. Such a cool movie poster variant. Still one of my all-time favorite books. Oh, it's Lasso with the Knowledge, man. Action Comics 40, really. So this is from the New 52 era too, then. Well, that's perfect, man, because here's issue 39. All right, man. Lasso coming through with the knowledge. You're the man, brother. But yeah, that completes my my Action Comics run from the Silver Age all the way up to the New 52 era. Awesome. These last few books are completely out of order Superman issues that wouldn't fit in my Superman box because it was overflowed. I need to get another short box pretty soon and work on that because I don't like having the issues together. Real quick, I will show this one before I end though. Magic Lasso actually sent me this book, the Death of Superman 30th anniversary issue. My local LCS, and this was another reason why I stopped collecting new comics. I had a pull list with them, but every time a book came out that had some kind of spec or some kind of special issue, he would say he didn't get it in. And then just a few days to a week later, I would see it up on his comic wall for triple the price. So happy that Lasso sent this to me. And out of all the covers, they had like some chrome covers and some like incentive variants. This was the cover I wanted because I got so much nostalgia for that Death of Superman run. So yeah, it's really awesome of Lasso to send this my way because I couldn't get it here thanks to my crooked comic shop owner. Appreciate that, brother. You're the man, Lasso. But next time I go live, I will be showing the rest of these along with the Superman box and putting those in order. And after that, it will be Adventures of Superman and then Man of Steel. You need help with your Whitman Legion variant? I'd appreciate that, Lasso. I'll dig it up and take a picture of it, send it to you on Instagram. Probably tonight after the stream. All right. I appreciate everybody for coming on and hanging out. This was the first live stream I've done, gosh, in probably 4 or 5 months, give or take. Was kind of nervous doing this again, but got back in the swing of it pretty quick, I think. And I'm looking forward to the next one. Appreciate everybody that hung out in the chat, and appreciate everybody that watches on the replay. I will catch you guys next time. Probably not too long. Maybe next week I'll pull out the Superman box and stream again. It's been years for you too, Tat. It's hard to believe so much time passed. It really is. Appreciate that, Lasso. Hope everybody has a good night, and I'll catch you next time. Always remember, keep it 9,000.